হুম। না, আমি বললাম যে ওই ওটা মানে আমরা এখন জমা দিয়ে দিই। জমা দেওয়ার পর ওর একটা ডকেট নাম্বার দেবে, সেই ডকেট নাম্বার দিয়ে আপনিও ফলো আপ করবেন, আমরাও ফলো আপ করবো, দেখবেন। এটাই। হ্যাঁ। না, ঠিক আছে, কোনো অসুবিধা নেই। হ্যাঁ, ঠিক আছে, ওকে। না, বুঝেছি, ঠিক আছে, ওকে। হুম, 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 বুঝতে পারছি। হুম, 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 হুম। না, ঠিক আছে, কোনো অসুবিধা নেই, ঠিক আছে, ওকে। না, না, না। হুম, 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 ঠিক আছে, ঠিক আছে। সুভাষ, একটু ফোনটা নিয়ে নেবে। Okay, now today we are going to discuss pointer. Very important topic. So give your full concentration and let me discuss each and every details of pointer. So we know that if I write int pointer ptr, means ptr is a variable which contains an address, and content of the address is an integer quantity. Character pointer ptr means ptr is a variable which contains an address, and content of the address is a character quantity. That means this very ptr does not contain the character itself, but it contains the address where this character is residing. This ptr does not contain an integer, but it contains an address where an integer data is residing. So this is the main purpose of this int pointer ptr and character pointer ptr. Let us suppose in this very program I have defined two variables. One is of integer type and another one is of integer pointer type. Now a has been initialized with value 100 and ptr has been initialized with value with the address of the variable a. So ptr has been initialized with the address of the variable a. Ampersand say means the address of the variable a. So we know here we are printing the address of variable a reserved for the variable a. It is holding the value in a, obviously it will be printing 100. ptr is a variable, so for this particular variable ptr some memory space is supposed to be occupied, and the address content in the variable ptr and the content of the address pointed by the ptr. So it is ampersand sign a, it is ampersand sign ptr, it is ptr, and it is pointer of ptr. So which one? Pointer of ptr means the content. Okay, আমি তো সব দেখবো এগুলো, I'll be checking what are the values that I'm getting as output. So don't look for these two lines right now, so concentrate on the first line only. So let me execute my program and let me show the outputs. So the variable a, for the variable a, the address which has been occupied is fff4. The variable a itself is containing the value 100, and that is quite obvious because I have kept value 100 in the variable a. Ampersand sign ptr, that is a variable, that is a pointer type of variable which is holding an address. Obviously to hold an address, this pointer type of variable must have some allocation on the computer's memory. So it is holding it is occupying the location fff2. The ptr is holding the address of the variable a, so it is again fff4, so it is having a parity. And pointer ptr is the address content, the content of the address fff4, that is the content of this variable a, so it is 1. So similarly I have done this one for two other formats. Okay, let me concentrate on these two. Here in place of percentage small x, what do you mean by the term small x? Small x means hexadecimal, x means hexadecimal. Small x means hexadecimal, but A, B, C, D, E, F, all these 6 letters will be printed in a lowercase. But if I use percentage capital X, then it is still hexadecimal, but it will be printing A, B, C, D, E, F in capital letters. So that's why f has been converted to capital letter. Small f has been converted to capital letter. Is it clear to us? Okay. So now this percentage x has been converted to percentage capital X. That means A, B, C, D, E, F. All these 6 letters will be converted to the capital A, B, C, D, E, F, and it will be representing the hexadecimal number. And percentage D means it will print it in the decimal form, that is in the integer form. So percentage D means this particular thing will be printed in the integer form. So you see, FFF4 has been printed as minus 12. FFF4 has been printed as minus 12. Now why it should be? Why you should print minus 12 in place of FFF4? Let me explain the logic. FFF4 means what? FFF4 means 1111, 1111, 1111 and 0100, isn't it? Because if I convert this hexadecimal number to the corresponding binary, so each and every digit will be expressed in the form of 4 bits. So f means 15, 50 means 1111. In this way the other bits they have calculated. Okay. Now percentage D means what? Percentage D means integer, but it is signed integer. Signed integer means the first bit will represent the sign, and rest 15 bits will represent the magnitude part of the number. So if the first bit is 1, so it indicates that the number is negative 1. To get the magnitude, I should calculate its 2's complement. So to get the magnitude, I will be calculating its 2's complement. Then what is the 2's complement? So this is the 1's complement, and this is plus 1. So it is 2's complement. So it is equal to minus 12. So in this way, FFF4 has been converted to minus 12. Because when you are getting the first bit as 1, so that means it is a negative data. To get its magnitude, get its 2's complement. It is not new to us. It is also we have discussed in our architecture paper. So floating point number representation in the computer's memory, there also we have followed the same thing. Now you see, if I consider this FFF2, it has been converted to minus 14. So let me do the same process again for FFF2. So in case of FFF2, what we are getting? We are getting 2 here, and so it has become 0010. Fine. So it is 0010. The first bit is still negative, so answer should be negative. So get is 2's complement, so it is nothing but this one. So if you plus add 1, so you are getting this one, so which is nothing but, okay, so 1110 means 8 plus 4 plus 2, so that is nothing but 14. So in this way also I am getting the same thing. You see, actually things are getting represented in the computer's memory in the form of bits. Okay, in the form of bits, that means in the collection of this sort of bits, the things are getting represented on the computer's memory. Now how it would get represented, that would be decided by this percentage x, or percentage capital X, or percentage small b. Now I can have another kind of representation for you. Let me discuss that one here. Content of the content is start PTR, which I have discussed. PTR is a variable which contains an address, and content of the address is an integer quantity. So I am printing its content. Content is 100, the address of it. Now here, in place of percentage D, content to 100, right? Content হচ্ছে address, সেই address এ content হচ্ছে 100.
যে কোনো পয়েন্টার ভেরিয়েবল আমাকে ডিক্লেয়ার করতে হলে স্টার পিটিআর করে লিখলাম,
অবশ্যই
প্লেন পিটিআর করে
না, তাহলে তো হয়ে গেল ইন্টিজার ডেটা বলতে হবে। So here in place of percentage small x, I have written percentage capital X. Here I have written percentage small